Hey kids, it's day 12, January 31st. We made it. If you hear weird noises, I'm in the living room. It's probably my puppy. Could potentially also be one of my cats trying to wrestle the puppy. Just ignore it. Oh Lord. I've realized that no matter what happens, I need to stay alive at least long enough to see Trump kick the bucket. Again, could be any day. Please, Santa, surprise us whenever you feel like it. I don't know why I think Santa's responsible for this. I just do. You know what I mean? Santa's the one who brings us gifts. And that's going to be a national holiday for me and many others. We're going to be celebrating moving forward. I say this with a special emphasis tonight, and we will get to all the reasons why. Again, if you hear tiny yips in the background, it's my puppy Figment. We have sound effects tonight. So the tariffs go into place tomorrow, okay? It's happening. It's happening. We're starting off with 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico and 10% to China. Now, I know that Canada has talked a lot about what they're going to do to push back on this. They're going to stop importing alcohol to the United States. Probably a good idea. I don't think we need any more of that right now. They're going to stop sending us electricity. I believe I looked it up today, and I didn't do like a deep dive, but just a couple surface glance situations told me that they're supplying about 26% of the power to Michigan, which is where I live. I don't know about the other states that they're talking about cutting power off to. Time will tell, and it sounds like a lot of things are obviously going to get a lot more expensive. Again, we will see if there's even alternatives that we can find. We don't really have the infrastructure, whether we're talking about farms or we're talking about just like, we don't have the ability to quickly mass produce these items and replace them here in America on the spot. That's not going to happen. So we're going to go through periods where we have pretty extreme shortages of some things. Like, I think Mexico, obviously they supply, I think, quite a bit of our citrus fruit. Maybe some of it comes from California, but I don't know. Is California burned to a crisp now? Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just not, it's not a great situation. I think we're going to have to really come to terms with how much of our stuff, again, is coming from these other places. I don't think most Americans understand that. They just go to their stores, they have their cushy life, they go to the store, they buy whatever they want. They have never lived through an experience of not having, I mean, think about how much did people freak out when we were low on toilet paper. Get ready to do that for avocados and Lord knows what else. Cars, too. Okay. So there was just another plane crash. It was a small, I believe, private plane, though. They're saying there's only 2 people on board, so I'm assuming... I think it was it's in Philadelphia. I think it's near an airport that handles a lot of, like, private planes and private jets. And unfortunately, it crashed into a row of homes. I think this, like, literally pretty much just happened, so I don't have a lot of additional information. But the country is feeling a little bit sensitive about planes and aviation right now, especially since it sounds like Trump rolled back the federal aviation, like, regulation. Probably not a good idea, dude. Probably not a good idea to, like, fire a bunch of people that are very necessary to our ability to function. But you know what? What do I know? Trump is also gearing up to clean out the FBI. We kind of know that, but I think that's their next step here, probably in the next couple of days. They're still pushing people to take this resignation with it's supposed to be like a buyout, but it's really not. I heard on the news, I heard them talking about this, and the reality is that these people would have to keep working full-time until September, and then they would still need to sort of be on call. So I don't even know if it would enable them to get another job in the meantime. Doesn't sound like a very good deal to me. if you were to ask me. I would not take that deal. But they're saying that you can resign even by replying resign to the email that they sent out. So I really hope not very many people fell for that. Obviously, these are not people that care about upholding their word or about what happens to anyone. So I would not make a deal with that devil. Sadly, a Louisiana doctor has been issued an arrest warrant for prescribing the abortion pill. As we know, like, they are trying to pass a federal abortion ban. It's probably only a matter of time. It's crazy to grow up in a country, you know, sort of being told that things were going to continue to get better. You know, I'm 43. I think I've mentioned that before. And, you know, in high school and college, like, it sort of did seem like, you know, we're going to get better with technology. We're going to get better with medicine. Equality is getting better. Racism is kind of dissipating over time. You know, we still have problems with sexism and racism, and we have problems with all kinds of discrimination. But it seemed like there was more awareness building around that, and that the playing field was kind of leveling. So it's beyond alarming to be living through this time period with all of these items being rolled back, and we're all just expected to like pretend like it's not happening. Like, go to work, smile. Don't forget to smile. Sorry, that noise is me spanking my dog's butt. Health data wiped from the federal websites. Yeah. I actually saw my friends in a thread talking about this the other day, so I kind of knew this was coming. They wiped like all of the LGBT health data from a bunch of these websites, the like federal health websites. I don't know what other additional health data they've wiped, but I think in particular, I have a suspicion that it's the data that says that allowing people to transition prevents suicide. Like the data supports it with tremendous numbers, and that like the regret for transitioning among trans people is only like 1%. I'm not even kidding. Go look it up. Whereas like the regret for a regular surgery is 14%. 14% of people regret having any surgery. It prevents suicide. It improves their like longevity and outlook and all these things. They don't want that data to exist anymore, and certainly not on a federal website. I mean, everything that they're doing is so cruel that, yeah, I'm feeling particularly like I just can't wait to wake up and see on the news the day it finally happens. No matter what, I know people in my comments are like, well, what about J.D. Vance? And it's like, yeah, okay, one at a time. You never know what could happen. All kinds of planes are crashing, and Elon Musk is about to fix Air Force One, fix it, and they're fighting. So I don't know if Trump should really trust him, but hey, please do. You know what I mean? Okay. Also, this is my dear Figment. He is not the most well-behaved child. He's only 7 months old, so he's gonna be joining me for this video. Okay. I'm so sorry. The Army is withholding the third name from the plane crash that happened. Ow, no! The plane crash that happened yesterday. And I want to make a retraction, by the way. It was not only figure skaters on that plane. I don't know why. I think I'm just, like, there's so many things. I'm doing a lot of things simultaneously. And I think I heard the segment on NPR where they were specifically focusing on the figure skaters that were on board, but I believe it was only 16 of them total between figure skaters and the families and the coaches. But it sounds like there's a lot of other people, and I've been seeing articles coming out about their identities. But the third pilot of the helicopter or passenger, I don't know if there's two pilots of a helicopter. In any case, they're not releasing her name. I believe that they did release the information that it was a woman, a young woman. Very sad all around. Everyone's arguing about whose fault it is. I guess time will tell. I know that they're going to probably be doing some sort of an investigation into whether or not there was enough air traffic control or if they were understaffed. If they were understaffed, that's like literally directly Trump's fault, by the way. Is he gonna continue on his rants about how it's DEI? Yeah, absolutely. Again, like, look over here. Well, this is part of the reason why this will be the third time I've brought up the day of Trump's passing, because this made me so angry when I saw this. He is ordering schools to ease their sexual misconduct rules. You heard that correctly. And that includes sexual assault claims by students. They are now going to be requiring live hearings and cross-examinations if there are any charges filed. They are also reducing the liability that a school holds to like do anything about this, or it has any responsibility. So like if a staff person assaults somebody, I don't know who's responsible. I guess no one. They're also going to be focusing on reducing essentially like liability. Sorry, my little light went out. That's okay. You'll just have to look at me in the dark for the rest of this video, and that's fine because that's how I feel on the inside. They're going to be reducing liability around assaults towards LGBT students as well. It's honestly, fuck him, dude. It's literally day 12, and I can't, like, you know, we're going to get through this together, but I'm telling you, if I could set people on fire with my mind, there'd be a lot of fires out there. A priest in Grand Rapids, Michigan, was just defrocked for giving the Nazi salute. Shocking. His name is Father Calvin Robinson, and he actually turned out to be a far-right UK political operative. Not sure what the odds of that are, but anyways, he was here giving Nazi salutes, and now he'll have to do that as a immigrant, I guess? I don't know. China, this is actually kind of sweet, and this is the last story for tonight, by the way. I had a long day. China just resurfaced 158 kilometers of highway using only drones and robots. So there's no human work done on this highway whatsoever. And 158 kilometers is fairly large. I think that this could possibly send some people into a panic when they hear stuff like that because they're afraid of not having jobs. But in countries like China, they don't let you be homeless. They're not going to let you be homeless. If that happens here, however, you absolutely will be. And on that note, I'm going to go hang out with my puppy. Probably space out. Think about other planets for a while. Because I'm not always a fan of this one. Anyways, love you. See you tomorrow.